We are just here by Panavision.
It's Panavision.
We are just here by Panavision, and we're doing a lens test for Swimming in a Fishbowl, our movie. So come over here. As you can see over here, we have the RE. They're all 35mm for 35mm sensors, so they aren't going to work on the RE camera because it's a full frame. It has a full frame sensor.
So yeah, I just went to go speak to a guy named Philip upstairs. He said that we're allowed to take anything that is for Super 35, so any Super 35mm lens. We're allowed to look at and possibly take out. Any anamorphic or full frame lenses we can't take because they're too sought after. But that means we can look at some Cooks, some Zeisses, some RE. If we take a Panavision camera, then we can, or one of their cameras, then we can take out some Panavision lenses as well. I looked at the price of this because we can possibly take this out. Please fund our film because we need 8,000 Rand for that.
8,000 Rand a day?
No, 8,000 Rand total.
So for how many days is that?
So you get billed for 4 days, but you can take it for 7.
We'll have to see if there is a cheaper camera than the RE Mini.
It will be on the price list. So any 35mm.
Okay, let's do some
camera.
Googling and then we'll get back to you guys.
X6.
What lens is this one?
This is the RE Flex. It's a Zeiss. But we can't use these, so we're going to go and test out the Ultra Primes, see how those look, and yeah, we'll go from there. We also have a Cook to test, but we're not going to really bother about these because they're not going to work with my camera. Let's film on it. We're going to film on our RE guys. So when you're swinging lenses, there's a certain way you go about it. Obviously you're taking the lens off the camera, which means the sensor's exposed, so you want to swap as fast as possible, so you always have someone bringing you the lens so that you don't leave the camera exposed. So Jason's going to come through with the 16. I'm going to take this lens off, cover the sensor, pass it to him like this. He's going to pass it to me like that.
Why do you open the lens all the way to infinity and then to the lowest T-stop when you put it on and take it off?
Okay, so basically it's just a courtesy to the camera operator or whoever the DOP is. The reason you're setting it to infinity is because there's most likely to be something in focus at infinity rather than just some random place, so you're immediately going to be able to see something. And then similarly, if you're on the lowest T-stop, so wide open, it's going to be brighter, whereas if you were on, let's say, T22, you can't see anything at the moment. When we open it wide open, now we can actually see something. So you're most likely to, on infinity, have something in focus and be able to see something. When you're packing the lenses away, the reason you put it on 1.9 or wide open and infinity is because there's less components rattling around in the lens when you put it away. It's all opened up and there's less to jiggle around. So you're basically preventing any increased wear and tear.
So what lens is this? Yeah.
This is the Master Prime. And you can see over there's like the focus distance, so that's like infinity, and that's 15 feet, that's 8 feet. So what you're going to do is you're going to put the camera over there, that stand, and then you'll set the focus distance to however far away this is. So I'd say that this is probably about like 15 to 18 feet away. Set it to 15 to 18 feet, and if the images on here are sharp, then you know that's right. Then you're going to take it closer. You can move this whole thing closer. To where it's about, let's say, roughly about like 8 to 10 feet over here. You're going to set it to that. And then if everything is sharp over here in that distance, then you know that for the most part the focus is right. If it's not, then you need to send it to the lens technician to get it fixed. Yeah, and then you can also use that for insurance purposes.
So thank you so much to Panavision for allowing us to come and test out their lenses, do a whole lens test here. We saw some very interesting things, and we can't wait to sit down and have a proper discussion and see what lenses we're going to shoot swimming on a fishbowl on. So stay tuned because we'll be telling you all the gear that we're going to be using. But don't tell them next week we're going to go to media.